small island of Benbecula lies between North and South Uist in Scotland's Outer Hebrides. It is small, flat, low-lying and dotted with locks and lock-ends, and boasts of just one cash machine on the island. But right now, it is seeing more opportunity than ever before in the space industry. It's one of Scotland's proposed spaceport sites, and last week enjoyed a moment of history with its first commercial rocket launch, conducted by a wholly owned British company, Gravitilab Aerospace Services, and the Scottish spaceport team, Spaceport 1.
It's the first time that a launcher company, that's us, has paired up with a Spaceport 1 to actually do an activity and demonstrate some capability. So, this isn't the finished product, this is part of our journey, but it's the first sort of really tangible physical activity in the Launch UK project.
The launch of a flight test vehicle called Ada, after Ada Lovelace, the 19th century English mathematician who's considered the world's first computer programmer, provides proper physical evidence of how companies can work together commercially under the new British government space framework to deliver a successful rocket launch from the UK. The spaceport should officially open next year.
With Ada right now is to create a de-risk mission which is going to fly and prove the technology behind our propulsion system. So the orbital flight goes into space and comes back again on a parabolic arc. And so it's really useful because it provides access to space in a space environment. It provides microgravity, but it's also a way to physically get back into your hand the thing that you put into space, whereas anything deployed in orbit you never see again. So microgravity is a strange thing. So it's really useful for scientists to do pure research, because of course any physical process in the universe that's defined by an equation which includes gravity is then completely transformed when you remove gravity from the equation, potentially unlocking sort of unlimited possibilities. So it's fantastic for scientific research, but it's also really, really useful for industry to de-risk and test and qualify products that are destined for orbit.
With parameters set, the local authority and partner in Spaceport can see the benefits.
Well, we're delighted to see this launch today and this partnership between Spaceport 1 and Gravitilab. We're looking forward to further launch activity as we develop the Spaceport 1 project. It has the potential to create significant new jobs in Uist, an area that needs jobs. It needs to attract new talent, it needs to retain its young people. So we're delighted to be here today and to see real tangible activity on the ground.
This is a significant step in the history of East Anglia's Gravitilab, which aims to make space more accessible by providing reliable and affordable microgravity research and testing services. Countdown begins, and with videographer Jeff Holmes covering all angles, the engines fire up for the historic launch, the planned short parabolic arc flight, and hopefully a successful return to Earth. Well, the rocket is down, and as we watch the images again, it looks like the parachute's deployed successfully, and despite a bit of a bump, it will be ready to use again.
And I think that after a lot of talk, a lot of hard work on behalf of everybody from government, the CAA, the Space Agency, and all the individual organisations such as us and Spaceport 1, this is sort of possibly, dare I say, the kind of starting gun of the real sort of physical activity behind the UK launch project. The launch bit is sort of the top of a pyramid, and it gets broader beyond. So the data services are, the downstream stuff is the very biggest sort of bit of it. But it's all enabled by launch. And launch is the most expensive bit of that sort of pyramid. So it's a really, really good thing to do. But it's about what it enables. So everything from climate change science to driverless cars requires these assets in space and requires the science to be done. And that's all enabled by launch. And I think that after a lot of talk, a lot of hard work on behalf of everybody from government, the CAA, the Space Agency, and all the individual organisations such as us and Spaceport 1, this is sort of possibly, dare I say, the kind of starting gun of the real sort of physical activity behind the UK launch project.